Johnson and Johnson here on the weekly chart. Things to look at. 9-day EMA coming up. We're sitting right on it here. That long lower wick we had in here on Friday with the pullback in the market. We did end up green here, though, for the week. This is the weekly chart we're looking at here. Green on the week for Johnson and Johnson. We are above the 200 and we're sitting on that 9-day EMA. So those are trading at 163 and 165 or 160.5 here respectively. And it looks like this 162.91 is going to be a good level of support for us in here going forward as we're working into our earnings cycle. This gray cycle or this gray shaded area right here represents our time from this week up until 4/17, which is the monthly expiration cycle of April. And that also contains our options or our earnings cycle, which is April 15th before market. So this is what everybody's pricing in right now before as we get into earnings. So that is going to be right around a $5 expected move up or down from where we're currently trading. So the 162.91s is holding. That's your 78.6 fib level in here. It looks like you have some good support in here going forward, although JNJ, it's kind of one of those boring stocks. It's not going to do a whole lot. RSI on the weekly isn't really getting oversold or overbought or anything, just kind of up in here, closer to overbought than anything, but our volume did kind of drop off of it here on this last week's trading session. Below this 162.91, we're looking at the 9-day EMA 160.51, as we mentioned before. And then this 158.1 level is what we're going to be looking at in here on Johnson and Johnson. So really not a whole lot going on in here, just kind of working our way up into earnings, but it looks like this will hold. If we could get a little pop in here, maybe we might get a run up into these upper 160s here before earnings. That would be nice. So maybe about two more candles here, kind of running us up into the 168s before we kind of pull back down and revert back to the mean. But we need some volume to come along with that. But Johnson and Johnson, again, it's one of those boring old school Dow stocks. Not going to hurt you too much in here, and it's not going to do anything crazy or outside of its reasonable mean. If you go to Friday's expiration, you have right around a $3 expected move. Obviously, as we mentioned before, $5 expected move by April 17th to go all the way out to May, $6. And your June expiration is pricing in right around a $7 expected move in here. If you go out to your your May expiration, you can trade a 30 Delta Strangle in here more or less for right around 260. So decent juice in here, about IV rank of 49 is what we're looking at. So really with that expected move around $6 in your May expiration cycle, you can get a 30 Delta Strangle in there for around 260. So not terrible, not great either. That's kind of what we expect in here for Johnson and Johnson. So again, let's see what we're going to do here on the weekly for our next candle that we're going to starting on Monday's trading session. See if we're going to hold this 162.91. We have to see if this 200 SMA and this 9-day EMA are going to come back here and cross over. That would signal us bearish as we're going into earnings, or if we're going to kind of squeeze and then pull back away and expand like we did back in here in middle of February. So again, we'll kind of wait and see what happens. 162.91, that is level 2 watch in here going forward. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.